This time, we'll find the horizontal asymptote. So how do we find the horizontal asymptote? To find the horizontal asymptote, we need to identify the degree of the numerator n and the degree of the denominator m. How do we find again the degree of the denominator or numerator? So to find the degree of any polynomial expression, we just need to determine the sum of all the exponents of the variables of the same variable. But since in this rational function, we are only using one variable, which is the x. So we will just be focusing on the exponent of x. So whatever is the highest exponent, that is already the degree of the expression. Okay, now after finding the degree, what are we going to do? We need to compare. So if the degree of the numerator n is equal to the degree of the denominator m, to find the horizontal asymptote, identify the leading coefficient of the numerator and the leading coefficient of the denominator. So this will serve as the a and b respectively. So after identifying the leading coefficient of the two parts, we will write it in the form of a over b. Then simplify. And that is already the value of the horizontal asymptote. Second is if n is less than m. So if the degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator. So if that is the case, then the horizontal asymptote is 0. So it is always 0. Third instance is if n is greater than m. So if the degree of the numerator is larger or greater than the degree of the denominator. And if that is the case, then there is no horizontal asymptote. So, let's find this. So, example 1. Find the horizontal asymptote of the rational function f of x equal to 2x minus 1 all over x minus 4. By the way, we will be using the same function for all of these terms. Okay, so what is it? How do we find again the horizontal asymptote? First, correct, identify the degree. So what is the degree of the numerator? That is 1. Very good. How about the denominator? So the degree of the numerator, as you can see here, the highest exponent is 1. So n is 1. And on the denominator, the highest exponent is also 1. So m is 1. So as you can see, n is equal to m. So since n is equal to m, since n is equal to m, that is condition letter A. So, therefore, we need to determine the leading coefficient of the numerator. So, the leading coefficient is 2. So, therefore, A is 2. How about the denominator? Denominator, leading coefficient is 1. So, thus, we just need to write the value of so since A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 1, so the horizontal asymptote is equal to 2 over 1, or y equals to 2. So therefore, the equation of the horizontal asymptote of the rational function is y equal to 2. So if you graph it like this, so since y is equal to 2, that is our horizontal asymptote. Okay, we just need to locate positive 2 on the y-axis. So that is here 1, 2. So after that, so since horizontal asymptote is a horizontal line, so we will just draw a horizontal line passing through positive 2. And that is already our horizontal asymptote. Okay, next. Okay, this time we'll have the vertical asymptote. So how do you find the vertical asymptote? So to find the vertical asymptote, just find the values of v, where the denominator is 0. So this is finding the values of b, or v rather, and then evaluating it. And if the denominator becomes 0, then that is our vertical asymptote. So if this value of v does not make the numerator 0, then the line x equal to v is a vertical asymptote. So example, find the vertical asymptote and horizontal asymptote of the rational function. So again, same function, f of x equal to 2x minus 1 all over x minus 4. So since it is finding the value of the denominator, so we will be using the denominator. And the denominator is x minus 4. So just simply equate x minus 4 to 0. So after equating it to 0, solve for x. So x is equal to 4. So therefore, our vertical asymptote is the line x equal to 4. So since there is no common factor between the numerator and the denominator, or rather 4 will not make the numerator be equal to 0, then we can finally conclude that the vertical asymptote of the function f is the line x equal to 4. So, para hindi kayo malito, para hindi maguluhan kung yan na ba talaga yung vertical asymptote, so to always be sure of the value of the vertical asymptote before solving anything or any of this, just make sure that the rational function is in its simplest form. So kapag nasa simplified form na siya, hindi ka na magda-doubt na yung vertical asymptote mo is mali. Okay. Now, let us try another example, a different function. Okay, so let's have f of x equal to 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 all over 3x plus 4. So, anong gagawin natin dito? Find the x-intercept, y-intercept, zeros, vertical asymptote, and horizontal asymptote. So, let's start with the x-intercept. So, how do you find again the x-intercept? Okay, very good. We just equate the numerator to 0. But, as I have said earlier, always make sure that the function is in simplified form. So, how do we do that? So, if there are, let's say like this one, quadratic expression on either parts, check if it is factorable. So if it is still factorable, factor it out. So just like in this case, so we have 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. So if this is still factorable, and the factor of this is, so we have 2x, sorry, where does it keeps on moving? So let's write it down here. So we have 2x and x for 2x squared. Then, for 1, no other factor except 1. So, both are positive since middle and last term is positive. So, that's are the factors. Then, the denominator is 3x plus 4. So, as you can see, wala siyang makakancel. So, therefore, wala tayong magiging problema. Okay, so let's us now find the value of x, which will make the numerator equal to 0. And, okay, and that is, numerator is 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. Equate to 0. Then, factor it out. So, we have 2 factors. So, since may dalawang factor, equate each to 0. So, we have 2x plus 1 and x plus 1 equal to 0. So, you have to transpose this also. So, we have 2x equal to negative 1 here. Then, x is negative 1 here. So, dito, hindi pa ito yung final answer. Divide both by 2. So, the answer is x equal to negative 1/2 and x equal to negative 1. So, if there are a question, alin sa dalawa ang x-intercept since dalawa yung naging value ng x? Sagot, both of them. Both are the x-intercept. So, if there are 2 values, there are 2 x-intercept. If there are 3 values of x, there are 3 x-intercept. So, therefore, our x-intercepts of the function is at negative 1/2, 0, and the other is at negative 1, 0. So, if you plot this point on the plane, we will have 2 points on the x-axis. Okay, next. How about the y-intercept? What are you going to do? Okay, correct. So, just replace all the x's. Palitan na yung lahat ng mga x ng 0. So, replacing x with 0, we have 2 times 0 squared plus 3 times 0 plus 1 all over 3 times 0 plus 4. So, ito yung kagandahan ng 0 property because any number multiplied by 0 is always equal to 0. So, cancel mo na yan kasi 0 na yan. So, what will remain is positive 1 all over positive 4. So, therefore, the value of the function at x equal to 0 is 1/4. So, thus, our y-intercept or the y-intercept of the function is at 0, 1/4. What else is needed in the problem? The 0 of the function. So, since our x-intercept is negative 1/2 and negative 1, therefore, those are also the zeros of the rational function. How about the vertical asymptote? How do you find the vertical asymptote? Okay, correct. Equate the denominator to 0. So, here is our denominator. So, 3x plus 4 equated to 0. Transpose, so that becomes 3x equal to negative 4. Divide both by 3. So, therefore, the value of x is negative 4/3. Now, reminder again. If the numerator cannot be divided by the denominator, that is already the final answer. Huwag pilitin ang hindi pwede. Gets? Okay, correct. So, therefore, our vertical asymptote is negative 4/3. By the way, always make sure that it is in the simplified form. So, in this case, final answer na siya because it is already the lowest term. Now, next, the horizontal asymptote. Do we need to solve anything? Not all the time. So, because in horizontal asymptote, we just need to determine which of the condition does the function falls in. So, identify first the degree. So, the degree of the numerator is, highest exponent is 2. So, therefore, n is equal to 2. Then here is 1. Okay, the exponent of the variable. Okay po. So, what do you notice with the value of n to the value of m? Compare the two values. Okay, n is greater than m. Okay, so since n is greater than m, which of the three condition? Y equals a over b, y is 0, or no horizontal asymptote? Okay, correct. So there is no horizontal asymptote because, again, n is greater than m. So to summarize, we have the following. The x-intercept is at negative 1, 0, and negative 1, 0, while the y-intercept is 0, negative, or 0, and positive 1/4, and the zeros of the function is at negative 1, half, and negative 1, while the vertical asymptote is negative 4/3, and the horizontal asymptote, no horizontal asymptote. So hope you learned something and hope you can do it on your own. Okay, so thank you for listening. So have a wonderful day ahead.